Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be covering the turtle. Now, there have been two different individuals to carry the title of the turtle, with the very first one making his very first appearance in All Flash Quarterly, issue number 21, that was released in November of 1945. While the second one made his first appearance in Justice League Volume 4, issue number 2, that was released in August of 2018. And this unnamed individual is who I'll mainly be focusing on. This guy was a genius scientist supervillain that had blue eyes and white hair, although his eyes did shine green when he activated his Still Force powers. And the Still Force itself is what actually powered the latest turtle, with all Still Force conduits using this powerful cosmic energy to control entropy and inertia. And with the turtle's genius, he's learned how to harness and manipulate this force with great understanding. Matter of fact, I'd venture to say that he understands his powers more than any other individual that's a force conduit, although the most current Barry Allen would be a very close second. Nevertheless, the turtle uses this Still Force to have energy absorption, which includes being able to drain life force energy from other individuals, as well as energy negation, actually being able to negate kinetic energy if it's in his immediate vicinity. Moving people, cars, bullets, and even individuals using the Speed Force can be brought to a total halt if he feels like it. The turtle can also use the Still Force to create green energy constructs, which we often see him use to create chains to bind individuals. He also has moderate superhuman strength, being shown strong enough at his peak to rip a car in half with his bare hands. And if all of his scientific genius and Still Force powers weren't enough, it also gives him immortality, with every single bit of his mental and physical aging being halted. Basically, he'll virtually live forever. And this makes him a very dangerous ongoing foe for the Flash, especially since he sensed and is aware of the fact that Barry Allen is connected to the Speed Force. Therefore, he knows his secret identity. Now, the turtle is the very first supervillain that Flash ever fought, and he partially grew up to be the villain that he was due to a very rough upbringing in his home. However, this upbringing didn't negatively impact his intellect, with him being extremely intelligent and actually graduating from school far earlier than any of his classmates. He would quickly go on to become a renowned scientist, and he would meet a woman and fall in love, seemingly having a picturesque life, even having a little boy and girl. He would actually spend most of his time with his family. This would slow down his scientific advancements and allow his peers to surpass him though. This would unfortunately lead to the green eye of envy welling up within him, with him growing very jealous of his peers. He then began to recklessly rush experiments with a mysterious energy force that he found, hoping to prove his genius to the world once again. But these experiments would quickly spiral out of control, and he would eventually be caught in an explosion. This accident would seemingly accelerate the scientist's age, giving him the body and appearance of an old man. It would additionally slow his physical movement to almost a crawl, despite him eventually learning that it actually stopped his physical and mental aging. During this rough patch, his loving family would help nurture him back to health, although he would still keep the physical appearance of an old man. From here, he'd go on to experiment with the Still Force for decades, discovering various nuances to this force, such as the fact that he could negate any kinetic energy, as well as the progression of life itself. But gradually, he'd become disillusioned with human life as we know it, because he realized that he would outlive everyone he loved, which unfortunately led him to take out his family with his powers as he saw them as a needless distraction from his work, with him simultaneously learning that these absorption powers would strengthen him physically as well. And from this point forward, he'd be the supervillain known as Turtle. Over the years, Turtle would pull off various capers, with both of them actually being parts of various teams, such as the Legion of Doom, the Legion of Zoom, as well as the Secret Society of Supervillains. But in recent years, there's been a pivotal appearance of both of the two turtles teaming up together to collaborate on crimes. As allies, we'd see these two different turtles attempt to take over Keystone City together. In the ensuing battles, the Flash and his allies would stop their plot, with the first turtle actually seeming to be killed, while the second one was depowered and taken into custody. But since we know that the turtle is immortal, and that slow and steady always wins the race, it'll be interesting to see what the turtle plans on doing next. Now, for their powers and abilities and their overall influence on the DC universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give the individuals named Turtle collectively a rating of 7, which is a master rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join the new Sage.